how to book your first 10 clients into your one-on-one discovery calls, your COD, coach on deck calls, business upgrades calls, call them what you will, with you, the coach. So let's go through this in this video. So without further ado, let's get started. Hello, it's Paul PG Mac McKeown here. Now, the first thing that I would do, and that I have done in the past whenever I've had to start and restart my business, is I go through my list. Now, what do I mean by my list? Well, in the early days, what I meant was the list of contacts that I had on my Nokia phone, then my smartphone, then my iPhone, etc. Now I use a system there called Kartra, K-A-R-T-R-A. And what I do is I look for the most recent people, the 10 most recent people that I've talked or I've interacted with my program about. Now, they're full disclosure. You see, inside these systems like Kartra, ClickFunnels, Kajabi, Podia, etc., there's a system where you can score your leads, you can score your prospected clients. There for every single positive action that they take. For example, full disclosure, we do not personally give points or award points for anybody that unsubscribes or elects not to receive our communications anymore. But for anybody that does continue to receive our communications, open our communications, interact with us, interact with the funnels in some way, we do score them. And there are also a few things that you need to get started. Now, the first thing that you need is a clarity statement. Now, what is a clarity statement? It's basically a clear message, a clear, compelling message. And we go through this in the C section of the I can do. I've probably done that wrong in the mirror image. A C, it's the C statement of, it's the C module of the 8-step I can do program. Now, then the other thing that you're going to need is you're going to need a branded, named 5 to 8 step system. And we deal with this in the IC roadmap. This is in module 0. And we call ours, now you have to have a branded named program. We call our branded named program. And the I Can Do 8-step complete, add to more one-on-one discovery calls for you, the coach, to sale complete accelerator system. Okay. So in other words, a fast track to getting you, the coach, more of these one-on-one discovery calls, okay, booked in to your diary and qualified, more importantly. And then you see what we have to do next is we have to make a list of at least 100 people. Now, full disclosure, whenever I started out, especially in the days of those Nokia phones and those flip phones, you know, those Star Trek-like phones, you go, and it was really cool, it would slide out. It was an orange handset. And now some people, they're just like myself in those days, might only have a smaller list of maybe 25 people or 50 people, and that's fair enough. But then go through these and then try to rate them all accordingly. Now, this is really important for 2 reasons. Number 1, for cash flow. Number 2, for your future success. Really important that you do this step. Really, really important. And I want you to categorize them into 3 categories. Boiling hot, as if if you touch this lead or this prospect, it would burn, it would physically burn you, okay? Boiling hot, lukewarm, and cold. Now, what do I mean by boiling hot? Boiling hot is perhaps they're a prospect that you talk to regularly, perhaps once a month. Perhaps you've got them on your WhatsApp. Perhaps you've got them on your Discord. Perhaps you've got them on your Telegram. Perhaps you send them messages there, for example, text messages, SMS messages. Lukewarm, what I would recommend is you perhaps talk to them every 2 to 6 months, but you would talk to them on, let's say, at least a twice-a-year basis. They're now cold, means perhaps they've tried to connect with you, perhaps they are a connection on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, if you're a tickety talker, but wherever you are and wherever they've taken an action, then they're on your list, but they're a cold prospect, okay? Now, the boiling hot people will have interacted a lot, and I mean a lot, with your funnel systems, with your back-end systems. And then this again will show the cream will rise to the top. I'm thinking in terms of French, la crème, but cream in English. So the cream will rise to the top, just like in a very nice, a very tasty cup of coffee. And then lukewarm, maybe they've interacted with your funnels from time to time, but perhaps they're not an avid reader, avid follower. Perhaps they don't turn up to your webinars or to your evergreen webinars, but they do sort of like have some sort of moderate interaction. So then what I do now is I put the list in this format from the top. In other words, the prospects there that have scored the most, all the way down to the prospects there that have scored the least. In other words, minimal interactions apart from connecting with you. And you know what that's like on LinkedIn, Facebook, etc. And then what I would do is I would spend about 5 to 10 minutes where I, as the business owner, would personally check it. 5 to 10 minute time investment. And I would just make sure there that any customers haven't slipped through the cracks. And what I mean by that is people, for example, they're like I fully understand it, sometimes they have to come in with a different email address. And in particular there, I remember Catherine, Kath, Barry, Prudence there, and some of the other people. And I don't want them to be bothered or disturbed about this. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get connections going with the prospects, not actually the customers. So for you, all of you lovely people like Barry, Prudence, Catherine, Christian, Jeff, etc., I don't want them to be bothered because they're already on my list of customers. So I just have to make sure that none have slipped through the cracks in that way. And then what I do is I sort them all out. So I've categorized them into the 1, 2, 3 groups. In other words, the boiling hot, the lukewarm, and the cold. Boiling hot goes to the top, cold goes to the bottom. And then I give it to my BDM, Matt, and to my strategic partner, Mordecai. Now, the strategic partner building video, this will follow on from this video. So this is a separate video there, and you'll see the lovely Monsieur Mordecai and that talking very coherently about strategic partnerships and how we can really expand our list using strategic partnerships. Now, there, in terms of this prospect there, I give it to the BDM and I give it to the VA team. And then what we do is we start off with the hottest. And we usually start off a conversation. Remember, you're trying to do it in a conversational type style. You're not trying to force anything down anybody's throat. Because you see, the question there that we get asked most often is, well, okay, guys, tell me, what do I say? Well, what should I say? You know, dead telephone. And so I normally begin by saying something like, hi, well, I've just started a new strategic partnership there a short while ago in my business, for example, with Mordecai, and there were for any of you customers, then you could say with us, with the team here at iCandor and our 8-step complete add to sales system. Or you could even say, hello, hi there, I'm reinventing myself right now. You know, I've got a new business vertical or something to that effect, and I've created a new system or a new vertical in my business that I'm really looking to scale. Now listen to the copy, and I'm really looking to scale and talk to many, many more people about making an impact. I'm just realizing I've made a typo in the script here. I wrote take instead of talk. Sorry about that. And talk to many more people and to try to make as big an impact as possible. And it's called the iCandor 8-step. Add to more discovery calls, more one-on-one discovery calls with you, the coach, to sale accelerated systems. Okay, and that's what it's called. And I'd really, really love to get your opinion and your feedback as a friend of mine or as a prospect of mine or as a potential client of mine, and what you think about it. Just obviously don't say them all, just say whatever the person is. If the person's a friend, say a friend. Business relationship, say a business relationship. You know, be there, do your own due diligence about who this person, who this prospect is. Because remember, every single prospect is a real life emotional human being, and people do business with people. You always have to remember that in the back of your head. And so, you know, you connect with them. You connect with them at an emotional level, and you start to get to know them a bit better. And you know, maybe there one day there you get the feeling that you would like to get to know and understand this person and their pain points, their challenges very, very, very well. So Then the next thing that you do is you tell them what you're doing, and you give them your clarity statement. Remember the clarity statement we covered there? It's on some of the other videos on YouTube. We can post a link to it here. Okay, there you go. There's the link to the clarity statement up there in the top right-hand corner. And you tell them your story and why you started doing this. Now, you share your 90-second version of this, not the 7-minute version, not the 10 or the 11-minute version. Now, this all comes from the IC opportunity module. This is from the sales script. There we've got 15 points for the high ticket. There we've got, 7 points for the medium ticket. And then we've got 3 points, including 1 call to action for the low ticket offer. Okay. And then you would walk them through it and say, well, hey, here's this iCandor 8-step complete add to sale accelerated system that we've created. And this is what we're teaching. Now, this is step 1, step 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, because we've got 8 steps in our system. And now you might have 5. I don't recommend anything less than 5, and I don't recommend anything more than 8. But whatever you've got, 5, 6, 7, or 8, tell them that. And then you go, okay, well, you literally ask them for their input. If it's on Zoom, gauge their input from their reaction. Look at them there, because everybody is emotional. So then try to gauge their emotion. Are they interested? What was the particular point of interest? And then ask them, what did they think? So tell me, what did you think about it? You're a business relationship of mine. What did you think about it? Oh, wow, that's great. That's really interesting. Now, what did you like most about that? Because quickly there we can tell you that a lot of people are really, really interested in our I module there, where we invite the people and we teach them how to invite them from Facebook, from LinkedIn, and from Instagram, and from Tickety Talk. If that's their ball, and if that's their game, and also from YouTube, of course. Don't forget about YouTube, our dearly beloved YouTube. And then we also get a lot of interest from the people about the clarity statement, the conversion equation, there where we build up the landing page together with the clarity statement, this singular encapsulating message, this clear, compelling message. So important. And then we also get asked a lot of questions about our ask phase, where we're dealing with all of the questionnaires. Now, quite often then after that, we get asked a lot of questions about the opportunity and how we convert opportunities through dealing with and diffusing objections, and then taking the people then through to the results dashboard, results rule, period, results rule, full stop. It's as simple as that. And then you see there, they might ask questions to you, the coach, like, oh, tell me then, who is your program a fit for? Who's your target audience? In other words, what's your niche or niche, depending on where you are in the world? And if they don't, then you say, there, wow, well, this is a really great, I'm going to tell you, Michael, or I'm going to tell you, Susan, this is a really great fit for this type of person. And then you talk about your niche or your niche, and then this type of person, and then you talk them through your ideal targeted prospect, which we covered in the I module of the iCandor 8-step add to sales system. And they might say something like, well, you know what, I'm that type of person. I'm an ambitious, fast-paced, entrepreneurial coach there who deals with business coaching, CDL mentoring coaching, relationship coaching, breastfeeding coaching. We've had, horse coaching, military coaching, taekwondo coaching, fitness coaching. We've had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of coaches there that we've taken through our program, and each and every one of them has been a pleasure and a privilege to talk with and to work with and to discover their pain points and challenges. And of course, we've got the early years coaches, the financial coaches, the financial empowerment coaches, the people there that are helping these teens, these pre-college teens, to budget for college life and beyond. All of these fantastic, amazing programs. Now, the next step, then you see what you would do next. Well, what we do next is that we would always do with, there's something there that we always do with potential prospective clients. And this is, there are the people that are really, really interested, is that we set up an iCandor deep dive discovery session there with you people, the wonderful coaches, and it's completely free of charge. Okay. So you can tell them that, whatever the name of your system is. Like, for example, as I said, we set up and I can do a deep dive discovery session, and it's free. And I'd love to do this. I'd love, to run through this with you. And it's going to be 2 times 45 minutes. There, what we do is we take a break there within the call so that they've got to go away and prepare some things. Then we come back for a second session. Really, really top strategic tip. So it's 90 minutes in total for the call. And then I'm going to ask you some questions about your coaching business, your vision, your goals, your challenges, and how committed you are to achieving your online digital marketing goals. Yeah. And then the next thing that we would do is we might break them, we might direct them if they're a great fit. Now, only if they're a great fit. If they're a good or an average fit, you might want to direct them off to one of your friends, maybe one of your competitors. But we're normally like a very, very, very good judge of character. And if the person has come through the right way and has taken our questionnaires, then we're fairly more astute as to who these people might be. We check their LinkedIn profile, we check their discovery profile, their DISC profile, DISC profile, using tools like Crystal Knows, etc. And then we might then direct them into our low ticket offer, our LTO program, which costs there from between $50 to $1,000 per month. Okay, there's a lot of difference there because there's a lot of different things covered. For example, they might only want one lesson. They might only want one lesson from one module. They might want one module. They might want access to just all of the DIY, the do-it-yourself course. Or they might want access to the Done With You course. That's the medium ticket offer. In which case, then we might direct them to one of our programs costing anywhere between $1,000 to $3,000 per month. Okay. And if they're like really, 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 up there in the Richter scale of coaching, and they want to get there faster than they ever thought possible, then what we would do is we would recommend them to one of our Done For You programs. And then this is where we would put them into people. And this is particularly useful, for example, for you, the coaches, if you've got a lot of experience, if you've got a lot of resources, a lot of tools, a lot of frameworks at your disposal. Like some of you coaches out there have 2 or 3 frameworks with a mountain of material there that you can call upon for these semi-automated courses. And then what we would do is we would open it to that, and even to the people there that would be open to things like retreats through strategic partners there that we've been recently introduced to there. And then you would probably price it at about $7,500 to $10,000 per month. Okay. So it's all in terms of the return of investment, the ROI that the coach would expect. Yeah, because the coach should expect at least the minimum of 2.63 times their initial investment after the 135-day period has elapsed. Okay, so this is what we have to do, and we have to make vitally clear to them. We've got a guarantee there, and it tells them very, very specifically that if we do not achieve this within this 135-day period, and in particular, there are 45 days after their launch process. We go through the pre-launch, the pre-launch, the launch, etc. So then 45 days after that, if we have not achieved what we have set out to on the ticket in terms of their ROI, then what we do is we offer our digital marketing services for free until such times as there is a return on investment. So it's very honest, it's very upfront, it's very above board, and the people love this. They respond to this. And don't think for one single solitary second that because you're a coach offering an online service that you cannot have a guarantee. The guarantee removes the risk from your prospect's shoulders. So it's very, very, very important. Okay. And you see, then this is how we would do this over a 30-day period, like in particular at the beginning of each quarter, just like where we are now at the moment. And this is how we would go about getting the first 10 people into our program, and how you should go about getting the first 10 people into your program. 10 people into your program inside 30 days. Now, of course, you have to have a program to put them into. This goes without saying. And I recommend, you see, a group coaching program around about 10 to 12 people. That's an optimal number. And you see, if you're brand new to the game, remember, you would charge about maybe $50 to $1,000 there for this, if you're a brand new business in particular. Now, if you're intermediate, maybe you have some skill sets that you've had for a long, long time, then as I would say, maybe it's a $1,000 to a $3,000 a month program. Now, if you're really, really advanced, remember, we've been doing this since the time of the dinosaurs in the internet, like since the mid 1990s. So a very, very, very long time ago. Yes, we had internet then, just about, just about. We had a few sites. And then I would recommend there that you're charging somewhere between $7,500 to $10,000 a month programs, okay? We offer some private one-on-one sessions together with the group coaching, maybe even with a view to these online or in-person retreats. Yeah, like these accelerator sessions, because I'm getting fed up with the word mastermind. Every single Tom, Dick, and Harry seems to be his mastermind at the moment. Okay, so accelerator sessions. Now, that would be the first things you see there that I would do personally. And I'm going to tell you, you see, with the help of Mordecai, the strategic partner, there in the second video. And full disclosure, this is inside the iCandor training portal. Now, we're going to tell you in that video how to leverage even more powerfully through the beauty of strategic partnerships, and other people's audiences. Really important, really, really cool tips. And I really, really hope this gets you started and gets you set off on the right footing. And remember, in the next video, Mordecai and I are going to show you how to do this through strategic partnerships. Really important, really important. And this is inside the iCandor content training portal. And subscribe whenever you can. There, it is much cheaper than you ever thought possible. Okay, look forward to seeing you and speaking with you in the next video. That's it. This is me, PG Max, saying peace out. Bye for now. See you in the next video. Bye-bye. And you see, to join us, all you have to do is come along to, you type in roadmap.icandor.net, and you'll see a page that looks something similar to that. You'll see the PDF image on the left-hand side. You'll see the text on the right-hand side. Click on the download button. You see that purple download button that says download your free PDF guide here. And then once you do that, once you click that download button, you'll see the opt-in form. Put in your name, put in your email address, click those two conditions there at the bottom, and then the button will highlight up, that pink button, and press that pink download button. And then all you have to do is wait for a few minutes for the email to be received. And during that time, what we're going to do is present you with a very, very special offer where you can come along and join us for our free training sessions. Yes, they're free. And we host them every single Wednesday during 2023. So I want you to come along, and I want you to attend these training sessions there if you are the type of person who is prepared to take action. We don't want any time wasters. We don't want any tire kickers. We don't want people there who are afraid to turn on their cameras or whatever. We don't want people who are going to come along and disrupt our mastermind sessions. These are like informal mastermind sessions. We want people who are prepared to come along and to take action and to implement these digital marketing strategies, these key digital marketing strategies. And if you're that type of person, all you have to do is come along and type in roadmap.icandor.net, download the roadmap, fill it in, submit the results to us. And then what we will see is if you're the type of person there who will truly take action to make their digital marketing strategies to work for their coaching business, then you're the type of person there that we want inside our groups. Okay. And we will give you there, we will give you the exact copy, the exact templates, the exact scripts, the exact worksheets there that we use ourselves in our own business. So we're going to give you the same to you. Okay. And so come and join us. Remember, all you have to do is download the roadmap and you have to take action. Yes. Then click on roadmap.icandor.net and the system will take care of the rest. And we look forward to seeing you on the other side. All the best for now. It's me, PG Mac, saying peace out. Bye for now. See you on the other side.